Jennifer, are you there?
Yeah, hi.
Awesome. What can I help you with today? What's your question today?
You are helping me because my challenge, I have fear of speaking in front of people, so I'm just pretending I'm talking to you. So thank you for just letting me talk. I have social anxieties like in these kind of situations
Yeah.
or when I'm speaking in front of people. So is there like a particular I'm highly confident because of like having I attribute it to my father and my brothers.
Mhm.
Like I will do anything. I don't give a I'll just go do stuff.
Yeah.
But um I still get like anxiety inside like before speaking. So it's mostly I'm an action taker, but when it comes to like speaking, if you told me we'll go speak to 10,000 people or 5,000 people, then I'd do it, but I'd freak out and I don't have the tools to do it. So this is I feel really helpful. Is there a particular part of your app that would be like the most useful to me who's not afraid to do anything, but
I
I
know that there
don't
are,
feel equipped?
I believe that there are tapping meditations in there for public speaking that you can use in those moments. You can
Hmm.
also, if you just start to use the app and experience different ones, you'll
Hmm.
find ones that really resonate for you. And I'll tell you the most popular one we have in the app, I believe is our anxiety meditation. And I think it's
Hmm.
had something like, I don't know what the number is at now, but 400,000 plays of that meditation. On average, it reduces anxiety by something like 42% because we track it in the app. It's kind of cool. You calibrate before and after. So what I would suggest doing is using the app and testing it for yourself and going, you know what, this is the one that makes me feel the most calm and centered. And maybe what you can do as well is use different meditations and visualize yourself going on that stage, right? So visualize the different components. As I said, when I went to get up on that stage, I knew the different triggers that were going to trigger me. I remember at one point I thought I was ready and had mentally prepared, and all of a sudden I had this visualization of raising my eyes and seeing the crowd way in the back, and it freaked me out. All of a sudden I was like, boom, level 9 again, because I hadn't prepared myself for those people in the back and how many people there'd be way back there. So go through and visualize those different components when you go to talk and tap through each one until you can visualize yourself confidently doing it. Now, this doesn't mean that you're going to tap and go out there with zero fear or anxiety. Truthfully, you shouldn't have zero fear or anxiety because a little bit of that fear in adrenaline gets you in the mode and makes you sharp. But you don't want to be, the challenge of being at a level 7 or 8 of fear and anxiety is that your brain is not going to be as on tune and ready to access the information as you want it to be. So you want to lower that fear and anxiety just so you show up as yourself, right?
Hmm.
I mean, I always try to remind myself whether I'm doing a live like this or if I'm going to speak on stage, like, hey, just be yourself, right? Anytime you try to be somebody else, people notice, right?
Hmm.
And it's just not as congruent. If you just show up as yourself, you will do your best there. And again, just
Hmm.
practice through visualization, doing the tapping, preparing yourself visually, going through that, mentally preparing in your head before you go out on stage or to speak in front of other people. You don't have to be at a 0. Just lower that stress or anxiety to a 2 or a 3 to whatever you feel comfortable getting yourself out there to do it. And then as you keep doing it, you're going to start to build that belief in yourself. Like, hey, you know what? I did that. And I would recommend after you have a successful time, write it down. One of the things that we do not do enough when it comes to building our confidence is to write down the experiences that where we did well. That when we're in those tough moments, we can go back to and go, hey, look, this is what I said when this happened last time. Or, you know what, last time when I spoke, this is what this person said to me. Write that down. I recommend this for anybody who's a coach who doubts themselves when they work with people. Whenever you get a great testimonial or a great comment, write that down so that when you're in those tough moments, you're like, oh, I've got no confidence. Let me go look at all these positive comments I've gotten from people so you can connect to the work that you've done before. Because we're always going to have those fluctuations of up and down with confidence and courage, especially with practice. Maybe you do amazing speaking and then you take off a year and you have to go do it again. You're like, because those beliefs aren't fresh in your mind. So I hope,
Hmm.
hope that answered some questions for you and that helped a little bit. Do the mental preparation, visualize yourself, do future pacing of what it might be like, and then use one of the tapping meditations to continue to visualize yourself going through those steps and being successful doing it. And then, of course, right before you go to do it, I recommend take those 10 minutes before you go on stage and speak to use that tapping meditation that's going to center you where you see yourself doing it successfully right before you go on stage.
Thank you, which
Well,
I have
thank you
no
so much.
intention of. But just like even this, maybe the tapping before was helpful to ask my question.
Awesome. No, I'm glad this helped. And thank you
Thanks
so
for
much
your
for asking
time.
the question.
This can be your day for personal growth. This can be that day you committed to and you remember and you go, that was the day I got myself a community. I got better coaches. I committed to making my life the absolute best that I could. This is that day. Make today your growth day. Click the button on this page and sign up right now.